Lisanna, see, she had died, is what her brother and sister thought. She came back with them from Edalus. See, she never died. She, like they switched positions. What I'm saying here is the Lisanna from Edalus, went to Earthland, and the one from Earthland went to Edalus. So then she came back into the guild, and they were like, yes, I remember you, sister and brother, and, remembered Natsu and everything else, And then she joined Juvia. She helped Juvia out. She was her partner, because Juvia was selected to become an S-class wizard. But they ran into Urza, and they were defeated. After that happened, they were kind of catching recoup, but she was with her sister too, Mira Jane. And Azuma of the tree showed up, and he was like, hey, I'm looking for, opponents who are, worthy of, my, battle with me. I fought some cats and some kid, but that's not cutting it for me. Two, females of the Strauss family might be, cool enough. She couldn't do anything. She was like, oh no, Mira. She knew her sister was powerful, and she couldn't do anything. She got caught. She got caught, and she had a bomb strapped to her chest. And then, she was defeated with Mary Jane by Azuma. But then she was, at the camp, and she was like fighting against Kane and the, guys who like the weak ass animals that were trying to like come back and like hunt them down still. And she defended the camp where everybody was at. And then she put her hands together for the fairy sphere when everything was all said and done in the Tenrou Island arc. Strength, though, was at 80%. 84 for speed and a 78 for durability. 78 for endurance and 80 for intelligence. 84 for experience and a 79 for a close skill. Range skills are at 80%. 81 for a recoup and an 82 for hacks. Overall power score for Lisanna is at 80.6. Be cool, colon on the corner. Natsu didn't care for her anymore. He cared about her, but not as much as he cared about Lucy. But be cool on the corner.